أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. The ayah that we're going to do today is from Surah Al-Qasas. It is a. Can you see me?
Yeah. Oh, no.
There you see now.
Yes, we can see you.
Okay.
Yes,
I'm going to start with the dua today. It's from Surah Al-Qasas in the 20th juz of the Quran. Rabbi inni lima anzalta ilayya min khairin fakir. My Lord, I'm forever good. Whatever good you can send to me, I'm in need. This is a dua from Nabi Musa. I think you're all familiar with the dua, with the story of Nabi Musa when he fled Egypt. When he accidentally killed someone, he had to flee from Egypt because the king was looking for him, and all the soldiers, and they were a big manhunt out for him after he accidentally killed someone, after he tried to stop the fight. I think that story you know from during the Ramadan time when the story was about Nabi Musa. So he fled Egypt with nothing. He had nothing on him. He fled like a pauper. He had to run away to protect his life. So this is the dua. Rabbi inni lama anzaltu alayya min khairin fakir. I'm just gonna stop the recording now. I'm just the share. So this ayat, he left Egypt in a hurry because he had to save his life, and he fled to Madian. Madian is I think is modern day Jordan. This Madian is part of modern day Jordan. Is Madian. So when he came there, he was very tired, and he had to run away. If you look from Jordan to Egypt, it's quite a long way. If you look at the modern map nowadays, to fled from Cairo to Jordan, to fight the prosecution of Fir'aun, he came to Jordan, and he came to a place that there was a well, and he was standing there by the well, and there was a lot of other herders and people with a flock to drink water at the well. And then he saw, by the way, there was also two women standing at the back. And he asked them, what is your circumstances? They say, لا نسقي حتى يصدر الرعاء. We are waiting for, we don't water our camel, our flock until the herders are gone. وأبونا شيخ كبير. And we are living with our parents, so with our father. He's an elderly man, he's very old, and he cannot do it. So we had to watch over the flock that our family owned. So what Musa did, he helped them. He pushed, because Musa was a very big, strong man, and when he came forward with the other flock of this woman, of these two women, the people moved away. So he could go to the well, and they could feed and they could drink, and then they left. And when everything was finished, Musa went away and went to sit under a tree, and then he made this dua: Rabbi inni lima anzaltu ilayya min khayri faqir. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I'm in need. I don't have anything. I don't have a food to eat. I just had something to drink. But further than that, I had nothing. Also, in my need, Allah, give me everything that you can. Rabbi inni lima, indeed Allah, Rabbi inni lima, indeed Allah, I'm in need, and help me. So just after that, his dua was accepted by Allah, because one of those women that he helped, she came back to him and tell him that we told our father that you helped us. So our father asked me if you can come to our house and eat with us, and so you can see immediately Musa's dua was accepted. So he went back to the house, and they offered him a lot of things. They offered him shelter, they offered him food, they offered him even a job, because he had to look after. And Barakallah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he also get a wife just for feeding someone.
Yeah.
So that was his reward, food, shelter, and a wife, just for helping people. And what you have to remember is to see that Musa did not do the things for himself. When he helped those people, it was for the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And if you do something in the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then you can, then immediately it's accepted. He didn't do to gain anything from helping this two women. So then he asked, then he made this dua. I'm in dire need, and I'm just going to add some other things now. I think we discussed in the first 2 or 3 talks. We discussed the etiquette of making dua. I said the etiquette of making dua was to first say I've done wrong, not to go into detail what you have done wrong. Just to say pure, simple, and say like the Nabi Adam, when he came back, he said, Rabbana zalamna anfusana. Oh Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I've done wrong, and forgive me. And again, as I said in the last time, the forgiveness is not, you must say what you have done wrong. That's to say, Allah, forgive me and have mercy on me. So that's what the etiquette. The first one is to say you have done wrong, to say to forgive me, and then ask Allah for his mercy. But in this case, there's some other issues that comes up in how you can make dua. It is called tawassul in Islam, is to make something, dua of something you have done good. In this case, Musa has done something good. So he can make Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then he can make dua on something that you have done good. Allah, I've done this, I've done that, I've helped people, I've done good to people, I've given some, I help some people in charity. There's also a hadith, I can't remember the complete detail of the hadith, but it's mentioned in Bukhari, where Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, 3 men came to a cave, they were sitting in a cave, and there was an avalanche, and the cave was covered, and they could not get out. So these people were 3 Muslims, they were believing people. So they told themselves we're going to make dua. Then one person said that we must make dua on something that we've done in the past. So everyone, each of them made a dua. Allah, the one said, I think, Allah, I've looked after my parents when they were old. I could do something else, but that was my good. So when he made dua, the cave opened a little bit. Then the other one made another dua, it opened a little bit. Until the last the last person made a dua, the cave opened totally. So that's to say that you can make dua on something that you have done good, in the past. That's the first part of it. And you must also make dua when you are in dire need, as Nabi Musa was in the stage. He mentioned to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I'm in dire need, I've got nothing. There's also a mechanism of making dua, of telling Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You can say it out loud, or you can just remember it, or or say something in your in silence. But that's the 2 ways of making dua, is of making tawassul on previous deeds that you have done good, that you have done in the name of Allah. It's not something that you have done with not want to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You must do it to please Allah. You have iman. There's also a way of doing it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I've done this good. I've got iman, and I've got faith in you, Allah. So let me do some, grant me this and that. So, when you make dua, is also not to expect, when you do something good, maybe I have to say this, maybe, when you do something good, you must do it not for anything else, but it is only for the pleasure of Allah. And then on top of that, then you can use that goodness, that good deed you have done. On that good deed, you can say, Allah, I've looked after my parents for so many years, so grant me this, or grant me that, or I'm in financial difficulty. I've got other problems. So Allah, I've done good in the past and I've helped people. I've given charity. So on that goodness that you have done, you can make a dua for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for his to accept your dua. And I think there's some other examples that I will give next week also. There's another dua by Nabi Zakaria where he also made dua. Then I'm going to explain some other tawassul, some other mechanisms on how to make dua. So the first mechanism is you've done a good thing and you ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on that good thing to grant you something. And if you are in difficulty, then you mention that I'm in difficult, Allah help me for that purpose, because there's nobody else can help me, but only Allah can help me. So that's a two tawassul, the mechanisms of making dua. And as you see, Rabbana inni lima anzalta ilayya min khayri faqir. Oh Allah, indeed, I'm in need and I've got nothing. I'm a faqir. I've got nothing. So he helped me so immediately. And that was done before he did something good. He helped those two women and he got shelter for it, he got food, and he got a job, and he got a wife on top of it. So that's a way of making dua, the two mechanisms of making dua, of invoking that you have done a good deed, and to say, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you are in need and you need immediately assistance. Okay, that's for today. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen.